This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Remember? We saw it all over the place. You'd see some famous person and they'd be at a protest and they just show the famous person and it's over. That's why George Hill was wrong. The beauty of being in that bubble was the unification of everybody sending that message shocked the world. So stay in the bubble. Stay playing the games. Stay sending the message. And now the threat is there. Now the promise is there that if you don't help us, we will walk out. You will lose money. You will piss off your partners. You will piss off your corporate partners. You will piss off your co-owners. You will piss off the TV networks. You know what I mean? So this is the interesting part about all of this. Stay in the bubble. Stay strong. Keep the message going. It's really, really important. Look, you're not gonna change the world overnight. We have evolved. We are changing. Okay. Now you got to remember, we got a certain section of the world that is racist. But it's what I told you 2 days ago. You can tear down all these monuments and all that stuff. All those people were racist back in the day. Because 100 and 200 and 300 years ago, we couldn't have been more racist and more biased. And that was everybody that pretty much walked the face of the earth, period. Doesn't matter what color, what religion, whatever. They all had hate. They all had biases. They were all convinced of certain things because it was the way of the world. Hell, at one point, we thought the world was flat. It's just not Kyrie Irving. I'm talking about long time ago, they figured it was flat. You know what I'm saying? So we have evolved in all kinds of ways in our thinking, okay? I've said this over and over and over again. Don't tell me we haven't grown as a country because I see a black president. I see women in government. I see gays in government. So we have grown. We are more open to everybody else, but we still have this certain section of people that hate some color, that hate some religion, that hate some sexuality. Those people are there. And time will weed that out. You got to remember, like I told you a couple days ago, the entire world was racist a couple hundred years ago, okay? And so slowly but surely, we're kind of eliminating all of that. But clearly, it's still there, okay? I mean, we see the Kens and Karens every day on social media and on the news. The Kens and Karens come out and the racists come out. But I truly believe that there's less of that as our generations evolve. And I've told you many times, go look at millennials and Generation Zs. They're more accepting of others than any of the prior generations. And that's how we have evolved. The only thing is, it's too slow. That's our problem. Our involvement has it's a snail's pace. And the black community is done with the snail's pace of it. And women, they should be done with the mistreatment. And the LGBT community should be done with the mistreatment. It gets to a point, man, where you got to do something about it. And people got to stay. And listen, if I see people talk and argue all the time about Jacob, damn it, now I'm forgetting his name now. What's his name, man?
Jacob Blake,
the Jacob Blake shooting. I hear everybody talking about the Jacob Blake shooting, and there's always, well, you got to listen to the cops. Okay, that's fine. I get it. Most people listen to the cops, but not everybody's going to listen to the cops. So you've got to be able to do other things, except you don't have to shoot somebody 7 times. Now, if they're aiming a gun at you, then you can shoot them 7 times. I'm all for that. But we've got to you know, whether it's George Floyd or Jacob, it doesn't matter, man. It's abusive what you saw there. And it doesn't matter what color, what sexuality you are, what nationality you are, you got to know what's right and what's wrong. And that's what we got to fight for now. What's right and what's wrong. And there's a lot wrong right now. We got to do the right thing. And yesterday, the NBA players are trying to rattle some cages. And they probably rattled a lot of cages yesterday.